Even though I created this channel on October 5th, 2016, I didn't post my first video until May 20th of 2017. So I've been doing this YouTube thing for over a year now, and I'll be the first to say that everything I've done thus far on YouTube has been perfect and I haven't made a single error in any of my videos, and will continue to be flawless, is what I'd like to say. But I think we can all agree that I haven't been absolutely perfect. So I thought it'd be both fun and enlightening to go over everything I think I've done that I regret, things that the comment section tells me I need to do, or things I've done that were just stupid on my part. And for the record, I will not be including anything I fixed later with some text on screen or in the description or comments, because if I did, this video would probably be much longer than it'll end up. Let's get started. Not acknowledging Hitmontop's competitive battling presence during its Forgotten Pokemon video. While I do enjoy making the Forgotten Pokemon videos, they do take me quite a bit of time to complete, so I plan on posting them periodically throughout the year. So far I've done Finneon and Lumineon, Tyrogue and Hitmontop, and Heatmor and Durian. And there hasn't been any major mistakes that I can recall, but there is one thing I didn't touch on in my Tyrogue and Hitmontop video that I feel I should've. That being Hitmontop's competitive battling presence, like I just said. Just to let you know, I only did competitive Pokemon battling at the tail end of Generation 5 and during the beginning of X and Y. So I'm not big on the competitive scene, but I should have at least touched up on how he could be used in doubles and how he's good at using Intimidate. I don't know, I'm not super informed on any of this stuff, mainly because I don't really care about the competitive Pokemon battling scene. I still think Hitmontop is pretty forgettable, so I stand by that, but I should have said more about how much it was used competitively because it was alright. Kind of a weird mistake that I don't really care about making, but the video was a bit more factual than most of my other videos, so I feel that I should have at least touched on it. The Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Co-op Battle Mode series. I do like these videos, or this series I suppose, because I can just play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe with some friends. The thing is, I created the series hoping to reach 50 parts with 50 different guests, which is just insane. I only made it to 3 parts, and if you want to go check them out, you can go right ahead. They're actually some of my favorite videos, but I guess the mistake is predicting I'd reach 50. If you're wondering why I haven't uploaded any more parts, it's because I haven't been able to record while connected to the internet. I have like 3 different sessions on my computer with a new guest, but 80% of the recordings are just us waiting to connect to the internet again. I don't know why it's been doing this, but for some reason it only does it when I play in co-op. I don't know, I'll figure it out and eventually upload more, but don't expect 50 different guests anytime soon, I guess. Maybe I'll eventually have 50 guests, but yeah, I doubt it. Adding Ness to the Smash Characters I Hate video. I mentioned in the top 10 Smash Characters I hate that I needed a number 10, so I decided to go with Ness, even though I don't really dislike him. What a fool I was, because there is another character that I actually don't like that would have been perfect for the number 10 spot. That character being Kirby from Super Smash Bros. Melee. I enjoy Kirby from all the other Smash games, but in Melee, he's complete trash. The one thing I do like about Kirby in that game is how you can grab an opponent and jump off stage with them. That's pretty funny. Now, for the flaws, first, you can mash out of his grabs. Take back what I literally just said about liking his grabs. Second, he's really slow and feels like you're playing as a brick. Like, he isn't good at all in the air and his moves come out slow. Other than that, he's fine. He can still take an opponent's power, so that's cool. But he should have been number 10. Sorry Ness and Ness fans, I guess. And no, I'm not saying this is a mistake because the comments of the video didn't like how Ness was on there. If that were the case, then I'd say putting Sonic on that list was a mistake, while it is most certainly not one. Handful of mistakes in my Pokemon GBA video. I am not an expert on the subject of authentic Pokemon GBA cartridges. The tips I will present in this video are tricks I used in order to acquire every single Pokemon GBA cartridge. If I get something wrong, please correct me in the comments section. Is what I should have said at the very beginning of my Pokemon GBA video, but I didn't. So I'm sorry if I came off like I know everything about the topic, because I most certainly do not. Some of the things I'd go back and add to the video are, first, you have to beat the Elite Four in order to see the migrate from whatever Generation 3 game you have at the bottom of your DS. Thank you, Mega Awesome Rainbow Explosion. Second, some fake games can't save at all. Thank you, Lich the Shinigami, I think. And finally, the real sticker of a GBA Pokemon Kart will have pretty sharp corners, while some fakes will have rounder ones. Thank you, Shirani Yami. Yeah, I really fucked that up. I'm sure there will be more corrections in the comments, so if you'd like to watch that video, be sure to read the comments too. Not adding the quicksand scene from the Jungle Book 1994, and the refrigerator and weird dog things from Ghostbusters onto my top 10 scariest nostalgic moments list. I absolutely hate how I forgot about these scenes. I just knew that when making that list I would forget something, and would you looky here. If I were to put them on the list, I'd probably make the quicksand scene number 10, because while that image of the guy sinking in the sand really stuck with me, the movie was playing in the background during my 4th grade class or something like that, so my attention wasn't on it completely. But the Ghostbusters stuff though, that shit should be like number 5. Those dogs used to scare the piss out of me. So that would make the quicksand stuff an honorable mention, since the Ghostbusters thing puts everything back. Again, the fact that I forgot about these 2 bits annoys me, but there's nothing I can really do about it, aside from putting them in this video. Not sticking to a schedule. Well, not really that I haven't stuck to a schedule, more that I said I was going to stick to a schedule and never did. The first schedule I ever uploaded stated that I would upload a playthrough part on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I would have a major video like a top 10 list or something like that every Saturday. That obviously did not pan out. The second one was a schedule for streams that I'm not going to go over now because the whole streaming fiasco will be brought up later. Now, I think I would like to have a schedule, but for now I'm going to keep it to myself to see if I can actually stick to it. Then I will post it in my About section on YouTube and Twitter and all that stuff. My Sapphire Nuzlocke. Before I go into detail, I'd like to say I enjoyed playing through my Pokemon Sapphire Nuzlocke. Even though it didn't last long, I was able to experience a playthrough of Pokemon with some Pokemon I would have never considered otherwise, and it was a pretty fun challenge. But should it have ever been something for me to record? I just got done talking about how I was trying to stick to a schedule with playthroughs included. And let's just say this is the reason why I stopped playthroughs and ruined my schedule. This Sapphire Nuzlocke took a lot of time to edit, set up for, and just record myself playing in general. Doing this playthrough made me overwork myself. And I'd be fine with that if I knew what I was getting into. But I didn't. I didn't stop and think about how I would manage both the playthrough and my major videos. I just wanted to stick to a schedule and also wanted to try a Nuzlocke. So I just dove right in. The worst part about the Nuzlocke for me was the training. I said I would show off my training so people knew I wasn't doing anything sketchy, but having to sit and train without any breaks so no one would suspect me of anything was torture. I'm fine with training, but when it's literally the only thing I'm doing, I'm not watching YouTube videos or something, then it's just so boring. I know I could have probably done other things while training, or could have just not recorded the training at all, but I guess I was just an idiot. I don't want to say I regret doing the Sapphire Nuzlocke, but I feel like I could have had so many more major videos pumped out if I hadn't done it. And this isn't applicable to my Mario Sunshine playthrough because all of my focus was on that, and I wanted to try playthroughs to see if I liked doing them. And to be honest, I don't. That's why you don't see any more playthroughs on my channel. My audio. Pretty much everything about it. Sometimes it's too loud, sometimes it's too quiet, sometimes I don't enunciate properly, sometimes there's sound in the background, sometimes there are audio cuts, but I'm pretty sure we can all agree that I sound uninterested, monotone, dreary, whatever. A lot of this is just me getting used to recording audio, and I have gotten better since I've started, but the one thing that annoys me to no end is my poor line delivery and my monotone projection. Listen to this line here.
The track had ton of aesthetics,
that were fun to look at, and 7 laps made it to where it was anyone's game. I actually do remember flubbing that line quite a bit, so I said it while obviously annoyed, but why the hell did I use that soundbite out of all of them I had? I know that I have loads more, but the biggie in the audio department that needs fixing is my voice. Or I just need to emote more with my voice. I don't know, but I tend to sound like a depressed robot. As a matter of fact, the reason why I started the camera bits in my major videos is because I thought that I could maybe emote more with my expressions since I'm so bad on the audio side, but those bits just kind of came off as awkward. I know that if I practice with them more that I'll get better, but I don't see myself doing them as much anymore. So yeah, my voice sucks, according to some people. What should I do about it? Well, it isn't really the voice, I think. Like, my voice, I don't know. Maybe if I stopped relying too much on scripts or something like that, I don't know. It is something I will be working on in the future, so you won't have to hear it for too much longer. Am I being too hard on myself? Maybe, but I don't care. I just need to fix it. Too many update videos. Over the course of a year, I had 8 update videos. I think that'd be fine if I was doing like monthly video statistics or dieting or some shit like that, but a lot of these updates consisted of things that I said I will start doing, like the schedule for instance, and never got around to doing them. But we'll touch on that in a bit. Point is, I had a ton of update videos during my first year that weren't very well thought out beforehand, so next time I do an update, I'll think through it first. Too many false promises. This really encapsulates a couple of topics on this top 10. The schedule, the updates, stuff like that. But good God, I said I was going to do so much stuff that I never ended up doing or did much later than expected. Let's start with the biggest one, my quest to complete 125 video games. Back in October of 2017, I said I was going to stream myself completing every single game that I own that I hadn't completed. It's above 125 now. I showed off my list of games and went over how I was going to go about this major feat. I then started streaming in goddamn January with Crash Bandicoot 2, the insane version. I played it for a couple of hours, then stopped with the intent of having many more runs. Now we're in May, and I still haven't done a second stream. The reason why I haven't been doing it is similar to my updates. I didn't think about the future. I just sat down one day and said, hey, I should just stream all these games. I then typed them up and made a video saying I was going to do it. That's it. I didn't even know how to stream at that point. Another reason is because work and school. I have a part-time job and I go to college, so any free time I have, I will want to spend on my major videos. And for those curious, I will not be continuing the 125 video games thing. I'll gladly stream something when I feel like it. And me and some of my friends still need to finish Mario Party 3 and Diddy Kong Racing, but I'm not going to stream myself playing every game I need to complete. Sorry. Next, let's go through a false promise lightning round. I said I'd do more playthroughs, haven't done one since the Nuzlocke. I said I'd do more reaction videos to the Nintendo Directs and stuff, and I have only done one. I said I'd make my rambling videos a main part of the channel, yet I haven't done any since sometime last year. I made some schedules I never stuck to. I said I'd play more of those shitty Wii games I had, then I ended up selling them 2 days later. There's that Mario Kart Co-op battle thing. So what can I do about this in the future? Maybe stop promising so many things without thinking them through. That's a good idea. Not everything is going to get greenlit, and as this channel's starting out, I have to throw ideas at the wall and see what sticks. But I never prepared myself for such large commitments. So in the future, I will definitely think through the stuff I want to start, and will not create random update videos when I have an idea. In conclusion, I made quite a few mistakes throughout my first year on YouTube. I don't think there's anything like super major, you know, like the false promising thing. I am a channel that is starting out. I'm on my first year, so it makes sense that I wouldn't go through with every idea I had, but I still see it as a mistake, and I made so many false promises that like it had to be number one. If I have any more mistakes that you caught in any of my videos and would like to leave them in the comments, go right ahead. I'm sure there are more that I can't think of. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and this will be the end of Season 1 of the Dippy Spoon. How I'm doing this season thing is, every like 25 videos or so, I'm gonna put those 25 videos in a season. So this is gonna be the last video of that, and then Season 2 I'll start with, I'm not gonna say it now, but I will say that I touched on this topic in one of my videos, but I've never dedicated a video to this topic. It's not really something I've done before, so look out for that. I hope you will enjoy it, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video of me talk about how much of a failure I am as a human being, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.